So I was ready to post this video yesterday and I heard, stop, you missed something. And I thought, no, I'm ready to post the video. But I know better and I listened. And part of what the message is that the Olympics and the Super Bowl are this weekend. I actually have a message about athletes later in the video. We're being asked to pay attention to what amazing things can be accomplished through intention, focus, determination, and discipline. These athletes this weekend are going to be showing us what they can accomplish individually and together when they have a shared goal. The human spirit is on display here. We're very resilient. Pay attention. And in the spirit of that, please stay till the end of the video because we're going to be doing something new together, an intention for us. So I ask that you hang out into the end. It's only 15 minutes, and let's see what we can do together with our intentions. I have several messages to share with you in this video. But before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the heaviness of the energy lately. And if you've been feeling it, you are not alone. It's taken me several attempts to finish this video. But we're being reminded by Spirit that we have the strength to get through this. And just like in any race, it's always the most difficult in the final laps because we're the most exhausted. So please leave me your comments below and let me know which of these messages helped you the most. There's one on a personal level, there's one on a collective level, there's a channeled higher perspective message, all of which is to help give us a little assistance during what it feels like a really difficult time. So the message for this reading stems from one single song. And it's unusual to get this much information from a song. So I'm going to break it down to the multiple levels. And the first message is the song title itself. And it is Stand or Fall by the Fixx. And that song is from 1982. And I'm giving away my age here a little bit. But I remember it, and I remember some of the words to it. But it wasn't until I took a look at the song's wording that I realized that it really is representing where we are today in the world, but even more particularly in the United States. We are at this choice point where we are deciding what we stand for. Will we stand up or will we fall? And not to be overly heavy with this message, because we've been here before. And our country has made a stand in the past. But this is a more significant stand. This is a stand for humanity, for what we want going forward. And so stand or fall is a reminder to all of us and to the United States, who's at the forefront of all this chaos right now, that this is our moment to decide to make a stand. And our contributions on an individual basis can all be different. And that's the second part of the message. Stand or fall as individuals is deciding where you stand, deciding what you stand for and what you'll stand up for. And standing up means different things to different people and in different ways. But because America is Americans, is made up of our individual selves into this collective that we call America, it is up to Americans to make this choice. So that uncomfortable energy we've been sitting in is the pressure of us knowing this is our moment. And as a collective, we know we've been here before. We've been here before and several different levels. And I will allow my channeled message to reinforce that we have been here before as humanity. And we realize that now we're given another opportunity. And we want to get it right. So, stand or fall. It's up to us to make this choice at this time. Know that you are loved and supported. Know that there is an understanding and comprehension of the distress that many are feeling. This time is not meant as a punishment. This time is meant as an opportunity for humanity to finally make the leap that it has been desperately trying to make for centuries. This particular attempt is the strongest, even though it may appear disjointed and confused. There is I'm being shown like a steel rod. There is a spine of steel in the determination of humanity to make this leap. There will be uncomfortable, unpleasant information coming to the surface. This is part of the process. This information that is heinous will cause even more to want to stand up and say, no, this is not who we are. Know that information will be given in a way that does not disrupt the human nervous system too deeply. We understand that many of you feel like that's not the case. You say too late, already disrupted. This is not about creating a smooth, calm sea. It's about choppy waters instead of stormy. And I'm being shown a tidal wave. Hang on to each other. Know set intentions. Know that you have the wherewithal to get through this. Hang on to each other and stand tall, which in turn will help others stand next to you. So I hope that's helpful. I feel like we just got a big hug of encouragement. You know, I feel like we're at that point in the Olympics where athletes train and train and train, and then on the day of the Olympics, they just have to go out there and do it. I feel like humanity's been training for centuries for this. But now we just have to go out and do it. So, let's go do it. And here's where stand or fall is an important message for you. If you're feeling exhausted and beginning to feel hopelessness, you're being encouraged not to give up. Now's not the time to fall. We're getting too close to the end of this, and we're going to need you. We're going to need everyone. My grandfather used to have the saying, all hands on deck, hit the deck. We're going to need everyone to help rebuild. And that's the good part, where we get to decide what we want. So have the energy for that. Save your energy for that. Protect your energy. Observe, but don't absorb. It is very almost therapeutic for people to do something so they don't feel helpless. The worst thing is to just sit and watch and feel like you can't do anything. Making a phone call is doing something. Dropping off water bottles is doing something. Donating to a homeless shelter is doing something. Doing anything makes you feel like you have some power back. And it also helps. But we can do a variety of things. And one of which I'm going to share with you today. And it's called group intention. And I have done this for years with groups of individuals who've wanted to help use our light energy, our energetic goodness to send out to the universe and let it know what we want. Because the universe is listening to us too. If we only focus on all the negative things that are happening, we are shortening the bandwidth for letting the universe know what we want. So, I'm going to post our very first Midlife Psychic Intentions and invite you to join a live Zoom meeting every month where we send out positive intentions together. I'll give you more information on this in the future, but for today, let's take some time to quiet our mind, to get into our heart space, and say we are going to affect change in the world right in front of our screen as a group. Today, our intention will be to send strength to the United States, to send strength to ourselves, for the highest and best outcome of the country and the people in it. In the future, we will do broader based intentions. This is just our first intention. Put in the comments intentions you would like to see us do in the future. And there is a book you can read on this if you have more interest, called The Power of 8. And it talks about, even in a scientific way, how group intentions can influence outcomes. So without further ado, let's start with our stepping into our strength intention. Stepping into our strength intention. We intend to step into our personal strength and our collective strength to assist the United States into its highest and best path of recovery and renewal, which includes the highest and best outcome for its citizens. We also intend that starting now, we will embrace our personal power and use it to assist us in our individual journey on what we want to accomplish in this lifetime. All of this will leave us feeling inspired and re-energized. And so it is. Please put your information if you want to attend our group intention setting in. You can email me at amidlifepsychic@gmail.com. It's also on my homepage. You can just click on view my email. It's there too. And we'll gather together and we'll set our intentions and we'll send some positive energy out. Balance those scales a little bit. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you are feeling more inspired, and I look forward to seeing you either on Zoom or in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye now.